drive.
Oh dear.
Look out! Whoa! Oh boy! Your parking gives me the willies!
I asked around about this thing. Best description I was given was the big computery ball thing that...
I'm picking up a distress beacon. It's Saint Walker.
Just in time. I hope you can take care of some of the Reach dropships.
Aw, not the Reach! Bugs scare the diodes out of me!
There must be something on the body you can target, Cyborg.
Lego Batman 3 DC Beyond Super Gotham Heroes. No, just kidding. It's Beyond Gotham Walkthrough Part 10. This is a Blue Hope level. More Star Wars references because this level starts off kind of in the stars. And as I said this before, but I really thought for a game that takes place mainly in space, they really didn't have enough of these space levels. They're just so much fun, and this time you get to play as Cyborg and his ship, and you have to blast away about 50 of these generic enemies. You can pick up these missiles and these upgrades and these big super gun upgrades that are just so much fun to shoot, and you'll want to pick up any upgrade that you do see. But just go around and shoot everybody, follow the arrow, that'll show up if you get a little bit lost. That arrow right there, you'll just want to go where that's going, and it may point down if they're on the other side of the ship, but for the most part you should be able to find them. And sneak up from behind and blast them into a million pieces. Then this giant worm tentacle tremors thing is gonna show up, and you're gonna want to get a missile and shoot it a couple of times. I think it takes about 2 hits to get down. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but anyway, just come around to it and then fire it at once. And yeah, you're gonna have to do it more than once, so pick up another missile. If you need a missile, just fire rapidly until an enemy drops it, and yep, twice is the magic number, so just twice is the number. Is it anyway? Maybe it is, because it means 2, so yeah, 2 is the magic number. Hit it twice, and then you'll have to do this again on a different part of the mothership. Now, more Mass Effect references, even though it's not a reference because Batman came first. Anyway, this really reminds me of the Collector ship from Mass Effect 2, or just the Collectors in general. I know that if this ship is the actual ship of Brainiac and existed in the comics before Mass Effect, then hey, we know where Mass Effect got their idea, but still, it's just like, 2 of the coolest things look like each other. I never get tired of that.
Not yet, but I believe our strategy is working.
Anyway, the second worm tentacle will show up, and you'll once again want to shoot it twice. This one shouldn't take as long to get down as the first one, and even getting rid of the enemies the second time takes a little bit quicker for some reason. Look at how that curves around the ship. That's just so awesome. I know it's because of the design and how you fly, but it's so cool looking. I mean, come on. So I think this is the third and final time you'll have to destroy anybody. And I got shot by I don't even know what, but luckily if you get shot, that means you get to get all the power-ups again. And you want to take out these enemies that you find. Now I think some of these need missiles to get killed, so you will want to pick those up. And you'll want to, yes, these worms will need missiles to get taken out. So you'll want to pick up any missiles you see, and you want to take out as many worms as you can, because I'm guessing that if you don't kill those quickly, you're going to be dealing with them a lot longer than you're dealing with the flying bugs.
Martian Manhunter to Saint Walker. We have new
and then the third and I believe final tentacle will appear, and you'll just want to once again grab 2 missiles, fire it down, and then there's a cutscene if this is the last time you have to do this, and I think it is.
We must find and assist him now. find Saint Walker amongst all this chaos.
Fine.
This is where Saint Walker's signal was lost. He should still be close by.
This planet seems nice. Maybe we'll be safe here and not get ambushed. Ah! It's an ambush! We're not safe! It's not a nice planet! Help!
And now we're on a planet that reminds me of the Lego Movie video game, which actually, the game itself was kind of fun for the Lego Movie game, but it was pretty glitchy and had a ton of issues, although that seems to be true for most Lego games. Anyway, this area is pretty straightforward. I don't know if I like the theme of it as much as the other two previous levels, even though the theme seems to be exactly the same, they're just a different color, so it's kind of weird that I don't like the brighter color as much as the darker ones, but I don't know. Anyway, you'll want to build this giant, I think it's a wood chipper, and then you'll want to switch to Martian Manhunter, and you can look at this magical portal that'll take you from this tentacle, or from this place to this giant tentacle, and you'll want to blast down the tentacle so you can free the way for everybody else. And of course that's what's on the other end of it. Or that's just its head, I don't know which. So come up here, and I think we're gonna have to deal with him. I can't remember exactly, but maybe we'll just skip right on over him. So anyway, come up here and you'll notice that there's a silver object you'll need to destroy, so you'll have to switch to, I think Cyborg is the one here that has the rocket suit for that. And of course I'm trying to switch to Cyborg, but it's just not letting me. So then, okay, we will have to deal with this worm first. So use Martian Manhunter to show up, to have that silver object show up, and then switch to Cyborg, switch to his demolition suit, and shoot the rock so you can then be free. This also seems to be a pretty short level compared to some of the others, so I guess that's kind of good. It makes it easier to narrate. Anyway, once this pile is filled in, you'll just want to climb up the rope, and then you can come over here and open up this pathway with Cyborg's demolition suit after getting rid of a couple of the enemies kind of by accident. That's the annoying thing about aiming with the demolition suit, is that all the time you end up going over and targeting things that you didn't mean to target in the first place. So sometimes you target your maximum amount of objects and you don't shoot what you wanted to shoot. I think I've complained about this, but it just bugs me so much I need to complain about it twice. Anyway, here is a giant scarab, or spider, whatever the heck it is, on a web, and then you, to get it free you need to build this platform for the Flash, switch to the Flash, build the Lego super special style, and then you'll be able to get through this opening. Of course with a giant man-eating piranha plant. What else would it be? I guess it'd actually be a Venus flytrap, but Mario is so awesome, it's a piranha plant. End of story. And then you'll want to switch back to, what's his name, Cyborg again, and blow up this rock. Then Martian Manhunter to go through this portal, and then you can open up the next area. Now this place is a little bit trickier because you need to be on the other side of that tentacle to blast open, or to break open the golden object to free the tentacle. So you need to get the tentacle down so you can walk on over to the other side with Martian Manhunter, and then you need to go over there with Martian Manhunter and open it up, and then blast open the tentacle. So you can knock down these bugs here with his laser vision, and then use the magnet suits of Cyborg to open up the, or to give you a mini kit. I think that's all this does. You feed these to the Venus flytrap, and I think that a mini kit just spawns here, or he just spits it out. Yep. So that's how you get one of them, in case you're interested. And then you can destroy these couple of Lego bricks here, or at least you can try to. I don't even know if those can get destroyed. But I seem to be kind of doing a stupid thing one more time, so I'm just gonna come over here, look for absolutely no reason, switch back down, but you do need to be up there. So here, I'm just trying to switch to Cyborg. My controller's glitching out again. I didn't actually do this. I remember when I was playing this, I didn't actually do that laser beam. It did it on its own, so anyway, I came back out here. I should have stayed up there, but I came back out here, and I think I caught a glimpse of that magnet part over there on the right tentacle, and You'll want to switch back to Cyborg, and you'll need to use his magnet ability on that to get the tentacle down. So, as you'll notice, it'll move down once you pull it, and this means you can finally do the smart thing, go back to Martian Manhunter, switch to his normal form, go through the warp hole, tunnel, wormhole thing, and then you can take out the tentacle once you do it correctly. So again, I keep switching to the Flash instead of Cyborg, and then I die as the Flash because I decided to fall off the edge, and then came over here with Cyborg, move that down. Martian Manhunter should move on his own. If you're playing co-op, you're going to want to make sure whoever you're playing with doesn't screw you, and then you can jump down the very hole that the tentacle just left. And in case you didn't know you could, a bunch of studs will spawn telling you, hey stupid, you can. So then follow the pathway. This really reminded me of Lego.
We have to save it.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think I can free him. I still don't see what's in it for us.
And you'll notice for once you don't actually have to fight any boss in this level. This time you're just freeing this guy who hopes, and right now he's hoping that you're going to free him from the clutches of this evil thing. And once you do, that'll be it for the level.
Your help, my friends. I hoped you'd come in time. Saintwalker. We disabled the Reach mothership, but they're still attacking.
A scarab beetle is heading for the Blue Lantern power battery. We have to stop it. Many thanks, my friends. The Blue Lanterns are indebted to you.
We require your assistance to revert the damage Brainiac caused.
I hope I can help.